Hello students, welcome back to the channel eLearn Bengal. So I am back again with another video based on English. Today the topic of discussion is the detailed explanation of a famous poem on killing a tree by Gift Patel, which is in the syllabus of both West Bengal Board and CBSE Board. Here in the poem, the poet mocks at the inhuman activities of killing trees indiscriminately, thoughtlessly. He tries to evoke our thought and sensitivity through the precious lines of the poem so that we can realize the intensity of the harm we are doing to the environment. I know there are lots of videos on YouTube on the explanation of this poem, but today for the first time I'll be explaining you this poem in two languages differently. Yes, I'll be explaining you this poem in English and Bengali differently. Okay? First in English and then in Bengali, so that you can get 100% of the poem. আমি তোমাদেরকে ইংরেজি এবং বাংলা দুটো ভাষাতেই এই কবিতাটি বোঝাবো, যাতে তোমাদের নোটস তৈরি করতেও সুবিধা হয় আর তোমরা 100% এই কবিতাটি পুরোপুরিভাবে বুঝতে পারো। So without further ado, let's get started with the video. Let's know about the poet first. Gift Patel is an Indian poet, playwright, painter. He is a practicing physicist as well. He is born in 18th August 1940, which means he is 80 years now. He is born in Mumbai and completed his education there, in the St. Xavier School, Mumbai, and later in Grant Medical College, which is also in Mumbai. His famous poems are How Do You Withstand, Body, Mirrored Mirroring. He has also written 3 plays titled Princess, Savaska, Mr. Behram. Through his works, he expresses his deep concern about nature. He has also translated many Gujarati poems into English. He belongs to the group of poets Green Movement, which, as the name suggests, is involved in the task of protecting the environment. He is awarded many times for his work. His works are written in simple language but carries deep meaning. Now let's come to the detailed explanation of the poem in English and in Bengali. In the first stanza, the poet tells that it is not that easy to kill a tree. Here the poet has used the word kill instead of cutting a tree, to make us realize that a tree has life, which we forget. We murder it for apparently no reason. Also, the poet tells that a simple cut from a knife is not enough to kill it. It has grown for years, taking nourishment from the earth, nutrients, water, and sunlight from the soil, atmosphere, and sun, respectively. Absorbing the nutrients, the new green leaves sprouted out of its leprous hide. Here, leprous hide suggests discolored bark of a tree. As when a tree grows up, the bark of a tree gets discolored and rough. প্রথম স্তবকটিতে বলা হয়েছে যে একটি গাছকে মেরে দেওয়া অত সহজ নয়। ছুরির আঁচড়ে একটি গাছ মরে না। একটি গাছ তিলে তিলে মাটি থেকে খাদ্য নিয়ে বড় হয়, চারিপাশ থেকে বায়ু, সূর্য থেকে রশ্মি নিয়ে বড় হয়। তার শাখা প্রশাখা আর সেই শাখা প্রশাখা থেকে পাতা, ফল, ফুল বেরিয়ে আসে। কবি এখানে একটি গাছ কাটাকে মানুষ হত্যা করার সমান বলতে চাইছে। যেই গাছটি বড় হতে এত সময় লাগে, সেই গাছটিকে হত্যা করা কি অতই সহজ? In the second stanza, the poet is of the opinion that a mere blow of an axe, a cut of a saw, is not enough to murder a tree which is full of life. The pain inflicted on it is not enough to prevent its impending growth. Impending means sure to come. The bleeding bark will heal. Here again the poet personifies the tree by telling us that the tree will bleed if we cut it, if we hurt it. So you can say that The poetic device used here is personification. From the stump of the tree will grow new green branches, curled and miniature boughs. Miniature boughs here suggests green little branches. And stump means the small remaining portion of the tree with roots still in the ground. Sometimes we can see that new trees and branches growing out of the stump. And these little branches will grow into a full-grown tree if not cut again by us. দ্বিতীয় স্তবকটিতে কবি বলছে যে একটি গাছকে যতই কুঠার দিয়ে জোরে আঘাত করা হোক না কেন, যতই ব্যথা দেওয়া হোক না কেন, তার কাণ্ড থেকে যতই রক্ত ঝরে পড়ুক না কেন, সেই আঘাত আবার নিরাময় হয়ে যাবে। তার সেই কেটে যাওয়া অংশটির থেকে বেরিয়ে আসবে নরম শাখা, আর সেই শাখা থেকে বেরিয়ে আসবে সবুজ নরম ছোট পাতা। গাছটি আবার বেড়ে উঠবে যদি না কেউ এসে গাছটিকে আবার কেটে ফেলে। The third stanza starts with a word of negation. He says that, no, we can't kill it so easily. In order to kill the tree, it should be uprooted by force with the help of a rope. It should be snapped out right from its very base, the base which is hiding deep inside the ground. Here snapped means to chop out completely, leaving nothing behind. The poet adds that it can be pulled out entirely. Here the expression earth cave means the hollow created after the tree gets uprooted, as the roots had gone deep inside and when uprooted would open out a deep hollow in the ground. The poet Dev Patel tells that the strength of the tree lies in its roots, which attaches the tree firmly to the ground and supplies nutrients from the ground to the whole tree. The roots are like the heart of a tree. তৃতীয় স্তবকটিতে কবি বলছেন যে গাছটি পুরোপুরিভাবে হত্যা করতে হলে তাকে শিকড় সমেত মাটি থেকে তুলে ফেলতে হবে। গাছের শিকড়ে থাকে তার প্রাণ। মাটির নিচে থাকা এই শিকড় সমূহ গাছকে পৃথিবীর সাথে ধরে রাখে এবং খাদ্য নিতে সাহায্য করে। এই নরম সংবেদনশীল শিকড় মাটি থেকে বেরিয়ে এলেই দেখা যায় একটি বড় গুহা, যেটি দেখে আমরা বুঝি যে শিকড় সমূহ বছরের পর বছর পৃথিবীর কতটা গভীরে পৃথিবীর গর্ভে চলে গেছিল। In the last stanza, the poet adds to the sarcasm by saying that after getting uprooted, the tree with its stem, branches and leaves gets dried out. It gets burnt in the extreme heat of the sun. Here the words choking, hardening, twisting and drying suggests the drying out of the tree due to lack of water and food. And yes, this is how at last the tree can be murdered. The poet here tries to create a sensitivity among the readers and highlights the fact that trees are living beings like us. He equates trees with human beings, and destroying them is destroying life, is destroying the earth. শেষের স্তবকটি আমাদের মনকে বেদনায় ভরিয়ে দেয় যখন কবি বলে যে এই শিকড় মাটি থেকে বেরিয়ে রোদ্রে শুকিয়ে শক্ত কাঠ হয়ে তিলে তিলে মরে যায়, আর এইভাবেই হয় একটি গাছের মৃত্যু। So I hope you got the 100% of this poem. I have made a summary of this poem for you, and the link of the PDF is in the description box. So hurry up, check the description box and click at the link to get the summary of this poem along with the poetic devices. Yes, I have written in details about the use of poetic devices in this poem. What poetic devices are used in this poem and what are the lines where you can find the poetic devices like personification and alliteration, etc. আমি তোমাদের জন্য এই পোয়েমটির একটি সামারি বানিয়েছি আর পিডিএফটার লিংক ডেসক্রিপশন বক্সে আছে, এখনই গিয়ে চেক করে নাও। So if you like this video and if you like this explanation, do hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to this channel. Also hit the bell icon and click to all so that you can get notified whenever I come up with new videos for you. Stay tuned for the new classes, next classes. Also, don't forget to share and comment your queries in the comment box. See you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.